Welcome to Amanda's Favorites, and welcome in everybody who's new here today as part of the 25 Days of Planner Girls collaboration that Tamara from the Paper and Pen Girl has gotten us all together for many years in a row. I've participated in this for several years. Last year, I had to opt out because my life was a little bit intense at the holiday time, but I jumped back in this year at her invitation. And she is so kind to put this together every year because I think it can introduce you to a lot of new planner girls that you may not have known about. So I'm going to link all the videos down below. Hopefully I can copy and paste those easily off her, and I will link them down in the description so that you can follow along if you have not gone to watch the previous day's videos. There's a video every day leading up to Christmas. And I can't remember which day at the end. I think Tamara's going to wrap it up and have a giveaway at the end. Make sure to follow along on everyone and get to know everybody new. But her question this year was, how has your planner helped you? What has it helped you to accomplish? I'll put the question on the screen here. What has it helped you to accomplish? And my very first thought, because she wants us to write back with our answer to her, so that, we all don't have the exact same answer. Every year she comes to us with a question. And my answer was, my planners helped me to be the best version of me, just a little bit better every day. As a mom, a wife, a friend, a daughter, a sister, it's helped me to stay on track and push through, even on the darkest days. And so I screenshotted that, what I first wrote her, because I didn't want to forget what I had answered. So that's exactly what I wrote back to her. And I stand by that. Like, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I didn't have to think about it very long. What has your planner helped you to accomplish? Mine has not been like one big thing or push through. It's just every day my planners and my habit trackers help me to just stay on track. And like I said, become a little bit better every day by every drop in the bucket, and to be able to push through even on the darkest days, because they are here to guide you. They guide you and direct you. If you are overwhelmed, they are like my friend here to help me. I am a true functional planner, and I will go ahead and list my planning updates playlist, where I've given quarterly planning updates. In 2023, I actually plan on giving them more often than every quarter. And I should have said at the beginning of this video that I review a lot of planners here on YouTube. My main goal is to really help you find the planner that's right for you, for whatever season you're in, and for your personality that will serve you best, but also bring you joy with wasting the least amount of money, because I know everyone usually has to go through several planners before they find just the right one a lot of times. And I want to try to alleviate some of that for you. So all my planners are divided into playlists by, you can go by company or you can go by planner type, like daily, weekly, monthly, teacher planners, homeschool planners, budget planners. They're all divided into playlists. Where my personal planning is, I have those divided into quarterly planning update playlists by year. And I also share top 5 videos every year. Those are some of my most popular videos. My top 5 daily and top 5 weekly planner videos are by far my most popular of the year, where I pick my personal top 5 favorites. And then I also take into consideration with those top 5 favorites, not just my personal favorites, but what would serve the vast majority of my community the best. And I put those into one video where I have my top 5 and then 5 runner-ups. And then all the links down below for what you need, all discount codes, and all links to their detailed review videos. So if you're new here, you might want to start with my top 5 videos. I will link all those down in the description. That's a little bit about what I do here. I review planners, and I also share my own personal planning. That is also what I do on Instagram, if you want to hop on over and follow me there. I'm just going to go through today. It's going to be a really short video. I'm just going to give you some examples of what I use and how it's helped me. I use an Ashley Shelley monthly calendar as my wall calendar. So instead of this hanging on the wall, this sits on my desk on an acrylic easel. ERIN CONDREN does not sell these anymore, but I know you can find them on Amazon, at Hobby Lobby, different places like that. And it sits on this acrylic easel like a wall calendar would, because I really like to see my monthly spread with just the main events on there. It guides me, it directs me, even though these main events are also in my iCal. It really helps me to see it right in front of my face. And this little planner is on nice 80-pound paper. It's easy to flip through. It's also not too thick because there's only one extra lined page in between here. Each planner I talk about today, I will try to link the review video to it that goes to it down below so that you can easily find it. This is also my collaboration with Ashley Shelley. I choose a color per month and it goes with the seasons here in the US. And so it's really fun. I get to help design the cover every year too. My 2023 has already sold out, but be on the lookout every September or when her new monthly calendars come out. So that is my monthly layout that I use. These are my magical habit trackers. These you can get for free. These are yearly habit trackers from ELISE Joy, who is the creator of Get to Work book. But the way you get these is by signing up for the ELISE Joy newsletter, and then she will send you these habit trackers for free. They are numbered and dated to go with this year, but she also sends you a blank one, and then she'll send you new ones, like my new one should be coming in December. I'm so excited. I've used these for several years in a row now, and the reason why yearly habit trackers just work for me on the big overarching habits that I really want to do every day, like my scripture study, I just give a color per month because I kind of like to see how I'm doing on a monthly basis there. My yoga, whether I did a video or did it on my own, those are the two colors there. And my how I move my body isn't a complicated code that only I understand, but it helps me see what I'm doing to move my body every day. These are my yearly habit trackers for this year. I do have one other one that has to do with reading a study book, but I have that stuck in the book, so I don't have that here. The reason why I love yearly habit trackers, they are just like magic to me. And no, I don't think they'll work for everyone. I think that some people might feel a lot of guilt. I don't feel guilt. My whole point is not to have every day marked off on here. My whole point is this keeps me on track with what I've told myself at the beginning of the year is important to me. These are habits that I've already developed, but like I still really get motivated by having these habit trackers to check in with and to see how I'm doing. They just really let me know, what is it like? Gretchen Rubin said we cannot measure what we don't. She has a good quote. I'll try to remember it and put it in here. Can't know how we're doing on something unless we have some sort of way that we are measuring it to see how we're doing. And this way I can really visually see how I'm doing. And this is like a drop in the bucket every day to me. And this is how I read the whole Old Testament in 1 year. It's a drop in the bucket every day. It seems very overwhelming at the beginning of the year. And if I looked at how many miles I've walked or run, how many times I went to the gym, how many times I did yoga. I mean, at the beginning of the year, that could seem so overwhelming. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. But literally saying to myself, it's one day at a time. And I look at that one drop in the bucket and I can do it for that one day. And it really adds up. It's like drops of water in a cup. If every day for a year you put one drop of water in the cup, I think the cup would be overflowing by the end of the year. And that's how I feel with all these habits. So year-long habit trackers on habits that I want to keep up for the whole year are just magic to me. I also had the one this year where I kind of let myself rotate. I don't have it here either because it's in my book reading one, but where I let myself have a different habit every month. So like, and some of them were just fun habits. Some of them were like go outside every morning before breakfast to get morning sun. Some of them were like ground every morning. And some of them were like give everyone in my family a hug that day. That was where I could still have a year-long habit tracker, but kind of change my habit every month just to instill a fun new habit. So those are just some ideas, but those have really helped me to be a better version of me drop by drop every single day. Right now I'm using the Laurel Denise planner. I have a 10% off code for her. Any codes or discounts I have, I will stick down also with their review video. I love this very innovative planner of hers. I switched into it in September, and I think it's going to be my 2023 planner. You can see your week, your month at the same time, and see your monthly list at the same time on the other side, just by flipping. So you can keep working off of a monthly list. That has served me really well. Like I said, I'm a functional planner, but obviously I put in a few decorations there, especially for Christmas. The first half of the year, until I switched into this in September, for 5 years now, I've used ERIN CONDREN vertical. So lots of my quarterly planning updates are about this. This, once again, I functionally planned in. Until I went into Laurel Denise, this was my weekly planner. Like I said, I've used it for 5 years. So it completely has kept me on track. And this is when I switched into Laurel Denise. But the rest of this academic year has all been in my ERIN CONDREN and up to 5 years before now. And then I've also used Golden COIL. I use them for my content planner, but I'm not going to pull in that planner and show it to you. I do have that in a recent video sharing what I'm using for my content planner, the design I've chosen. I use Golden COIL every year for my content planner for Instagram and YouTube. But this was my personal weekly planner also last year in combination with ERIN CONDREN. It was like my weekly list. My whole list for the week went here. And I just kind of worked off of both of these. Might seem redundant, but you have to watch my personal planning videos to get a scope of kind of how I used it. But I used this until I went into the Laurel Denise also. I used this all year. This in conjunction with the ERIN CONDREN. So that is my functional planning and how it really just helps me to stay on track. Even on a day when I might feel depressed and a little bit down, I have my list to go on. And I look forward and ahead by just looking to that. It does kind of feel good to flip through and see how much you've accomplished also. I mean, we all love to cross things off, right? Or some people don't love to plan as messy as me and cross things off, but most people like to cross things off. It makes us feel good. And we look back on our life and we take, stock in what we've done and accomplished and like to look at what's ahead. So these are the things I've been using for my planning this year. And I can truly say just using them every day, I'm not someone who has to remind myself because they actually run my life, but glancing into them, working off of them, using them every day helps move me forward on all those things that are important to me, my family, my goals, the things that really matter to me, my good habits that keep me on track and keep me in a good mental headspace. So these are my tools and they have served me well. Thanks for letting me share with you today, guys. I hope that you will consider staying here and maybe subscribing to my channel. I have new videos every Tuesday, although I might move that to Wednesday in 2023. So subscribe so that you don't miss a video because I'm going to be changing that up maybe a little bit in 2023. But new videos every week. And I truly am here to try to help you. I have reviews on so many different planners and I'd love it if you would stay around and introduce yourself to me and check out some of my videos, see if it's a place that you would enjoy to stay. Oh, and I need to mention this. Next up, the video that follows me on here is going to be Kristen at the Gold Project. And she is a great Southern gal planner too. So check her out and I will have that link down below with the whole list. All right, take care of yourself so you can take care of others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.